What was your initial reaction to, your friends and your cousin came up to you and talked to you about Daisy last night? What was your reaction at the time when you heard them say that?
I mean, it was a bit hard to hear. Um, but I sort of made a bit of a connection between previous relationships and Daisy before, um, and I was sort of a bit of a had thought about it a bit, and was like, well, it's a completely different person. You can't let someone else sort of judge this party life. You got to um, take Daisy on what she is and how she comes across and that. So I mean, it wasn't the nicest thing to hear just sort of straight away, but I mean, they're just looking out for me. They saw how much I was sort of been hurt before, and what my last relationships have I sort of just took myself away, and they just don't want to see me hurt again. It was sort of coming from a good spot.
And how important is it for you to have, your friends and families input, I guess, versus following your heart? What weighs more for you?
I mean, you've always got to sort of take other people's advice on board. You'll listen to them. They might see something you don't, and that sort of thing. But at the end of the day, you've got to be happy with what you do, and make your own decisions. You can always people can always tell you how they're feeling and what their opinion is, but you got to follow your own heart.
How important is your family and friends' feedback for you?
There's my friends and family's feedback's really important to me. Like I do take what they say on board, and we're so close, family and friends. Like it's I'm sort of with them a bit of the time. So it's I do, and a lot of them are in relationships, married with kids, and that sort of thing. So they do, I guess, know a bit more about it than what I do. So I guess you do take their advice on board.
And I'm sure as well, like with editing and things can look a bit more brutal than they might have been at the time. And, people don't understand that watching at home. So a few people have been like, oh, that was really rude. Has it been hard to see any feedback? I don't know if you read any of that, but there was a lot of social reaction.
Yeah, I read a bit of it. I think it's funny what some people can come up with. Like it has been sort of on that day. It was still I guess pretty solid day, but it did come across a lot harsher than what I thought it was. Watching it back, it was like still flashback to the day. It was still like a hard day. It was still hard to watch last night and that sort of thing. And I don't sort of like the comments. Like I can take comments about me. I just don't really care. But if other people make comments and that about my friends and family, that's where it's sort of I get a bit defensive and I want to sort of say something to someone. But I still don't. There's no point. They're only people on the internet. You're never going to see them, never going to know them. So I don't worry about the comments.